Hello, everyone. It's been a little while since I've been online. I hope everyone's been pretty good. I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about the masculine, the feminine, and the birthing of realities. So, first of all, I'm going to go into some of the spiritual science and break down some of the mechanisms of action, of energetic cause and effect, if you will. So, when a soul enters the body, and when a soul enters the body, at birth or whenever it enters through the top of the head, and when somebody gets, well, it's not all the time with possession. A lot of times possession can just be kind of like a general attack on your auric field. But when certain very powerful invocations are done, one can actually feel whatever spirit it is entering through the top of the head. If the spirit enters through the top of the head, that usually means that it is an enlightened being. If it enters through like the side or whatever, it's usually not an enlightened being. With that out of the way, let's go into what the masculine and the feminine is in terms of spirituality. So the feminine is the form. It's also the chaos. Oh, it's chaos. Well, masculine is form, but feminine is physical, is the physical reality, and it is chaotic. It is the mixture of physical and spirit. And so that's where we actually get the word tantric from. Tantra means to weave the physical with the spirit. And so it is more of a feminine art, which is witchcraft. Now, most of this energy, the tantric energy, the stuff that's very tangible, radiates from the lower chakras. So everything up to, I'd say, the solar plexus, even the heart, and as it goes higher up your system, it starts shifting into masculine spirituality, which is more ideas. So it is the concept of the idea and sort of logic coming into chaos and then forming chaos into something that is tangible. So there are meditations you can do that invigorate and generate your Shakti, your Kundalini energy, this powerful force that is creative and spiritual and can do miracles, really. And most of the ones that are very, very powerful in terms of manifesting physical realities are meditations that take place at the lower chakras and usually involve denser emotions. Meditations that are more masculine in nature usually take place at the higher chakras and usually are more streamlined with less pain as a consequence. When one is dealing with a masculine spirit versus a feminine spirit, what I've found is that masculine spirits have a sort of smoothness to them, kind of more honor and integrity, while the feminine is more pleasure and pain. How can one use this for manifestation? Well, once your Kundalini has started to rise, once you have the power to bring it from the root chakra kind of upward, that's step one. You take that and you realize, okay, well, when the soul enters from the top of the body, what is the soul? The soul is something it's energy that's given form, and the form is you. So the energy enters through the top of the head, and the feminine reacts to whatever energy enters in the top of the head, or the feminine, if you're into sorcery, the feminine takes that energy and makes it into what it wants. And that really seems to be kind of the reality is either a matriarchal society or a patriarchal society. And either the feminine forms the masculine or the masculine forms the feminine. But I think that the feminine forming the masculine is more, we can say, conductive of nature, or more in alignment with nature, because it's kind of what happens in nature. So the feminine energy takes this masculine energy and births this idea. Everybody has an energetic womb, and this is also in relation to this. There are meditations you can do to activate it and get in touch with it. Whether you're a man or a woman, you can get in touch and in tune with the feminine spiritual energy that takes place, or that often, depending on your sort of paradigm you're coming from, there are meditations that activate it by meditating on your womb, even if you don't necessarily have one. And these meditations can take this energy and use it as a sort of storage in a way. You can store energy in this spiritual womb. I myself do stuff that's from like Taoist meditations, and there are many sort of Toltec shamanistic passes that deal with storing energy in the womb as well. If you would like to research that on your own, there are many good resources out there. But how this works is you have your energetic womb developed, your energetic lower chakras developed, and your higher chakras developed. Smooth analytical energy comes through the top of your head and is invigorated by the chaos from the lower chakras. This chaos then rises as boiling water to the womb, which then projects this reality out into the world. And so a very good meditation is to say you want to manifest a car. Imagine a car, the idea of a car coming into your head, getting invigorated and shaken into a physical reality as it travels down and gets closer to the, we'll say, boiling, the forge, the furnace, and then arises to the point of the womb and then expels and projected. Projected as if, in your mind's eye, as if there's a projector projecting out in front of you. And hold this meditation for a long time, feeling this continuously flow in that sort of direction. If you've gotten in touch with if you've activated your Kundalini and you're doing this meditation and you've become aware of this, you will feel the thickness of it sort of project out in front of you and sort of radiate through the world, is the best way that I can put it, or project itself into the world. And what this will do is it won't materialize a car out of thin air, but what it will do is it will project to the world in the language of God that this is what needs to happen, and then the world will energetically align with you having a car. So, with that being said, I'm going to call this video or end this video here. I hope you all had, learned a thing or two. This is more of an advanced meditation technique, so don't really do this if you haven't really done much meditation, or I wouldn't even really recommend people do Kundalini meditation, because if that awakens suddenly, you can go literally batshit crazy. But it's more of an advanced thing that you can perform after a long time. But anyway, I hope that you all found this interesting. I have a few rites I'm performing on myself. I've been working with several other occultists, and I will be giving reviews for the rites that I get done on myself and how they've changed me, how they've affected me, and how they've contributed to my personal growth as an occultist. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in another video.